Boys and girls, hello. I'm going to be reading this beautiful book, which is collaged. That means the artwork is made from pieces of paper and drawing glued together. It's called Winter, Winter, Cold, and Snow. It's written by Sharon Gibson Palmero and illustrated by Christina Song. So the illustrator made the artwork, and it was written by a different person. So you can see this is actually a cut piece of paper with some paint on it. This is a different cut piece of paper. Different cut pieces of paper attached to create the artwork. It's really beautifully done. All right. Winter, Winter, Cold, and Snow. And here we go. Title page. You can see this crumbled paper, this special paper with a little rabbit inside. And those are the snowy hills. The sky is a little bit of light blue. To the wild creatures and the children who inspire me, and to Nick, for my loving parents and supportive husband. How sweet. Winter, Winter, Cold, and Snow. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Chickadee, chickadee, who do you know? Beautiful. Look at the shape of the body, the shape of the wings, the head, the triangular nose, or the beak. And I know Bear asleep in her den. She might wake up when the sun shines in. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Bear, Bear, who do you know? That's really nicely done too. All the shapes that create the artwork. I know Beaver under the ice swims to his lodge, so cozy and nice. Ice and nice. We've got lots of rhyming words in here. And look at this lovely little lodge. They go up from the water and they can be inside here. It's so fantastic. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Beaver, Beaver, who do you know? Snow and know are rhyming words. I know Deer munching twigs from a tree, alert and quiet as he can be. Tree and bee. And here is our deer with her antlers, being quiet and listening, being careful. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Deer, Deer, who do you know? I love the mountains behind him. I know Rabbit, all snowy white, keeps very still and out of sight. White and sight. Got another rhyming pair of words. And all these little shapes that create our rabbit. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Rabbit, Rabbit, who do you know? I know Wolf, steady and sleek, ears pricked high for a mouse's squeak. See, a wolf is a predator and a mouse is prey, so that mouse better be careful and hide from the wolf, so he's listening. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Wolf, Wolf, who do you know? I love how they made these trees, this forest around this wolf. I know Owl, who soars from his nest. That means he flies from his nest. Hunts all day and takes a daytime rest. So the owl is up all night and he sleeps, or she sleeps in the day. And there he is, soaring over the snow. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Owl, Owl, who do you know? I know Woodchuck, under the ground, all winter long. He sleeps very sound, ground and sound. Snow and know. Now the woodchuck hibernates through winter, sleeps the entire winter, wakes up in spring. He's cozy and very, 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 very sleepy. Winter, Winter, cold and snow. Woodchuck, Woodchuck, Who do you know? Woodchuck, woodchuck, sound asleep. Chickadee, chickadee, don't make a peep. Asleep and peep. I really like how the artist made this white piece of paper and cut it out like a little cubby, like a little den. Very clever. And that is it. And here are the winter habits of all different animals that were shown in this book. Bears, beavers, deer, rabbits, wolves, owls, woodchucks, and chickadees. And we can talk about these things. Thank you, boys and girls. That was Winter, Winter, Cold, and Snow. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's talk about it. Boys and girls, just a little information about some of the habits of some of these animals. Bears, they eat and eat all fall, and that extra fat keeps them warm all winter. And they build a den in the winter, and they curl up and they hibernate. That means they sleep very deeply. But they can wake up if the snowfall thaws, and then they can look for more food. Beavers. The beavers build lodges in ponds and lakes, and they have a tunnel entrance under the water. They have waterproof fur, and they can swim in very cold temperatures. Now, these lodges keep the beavers safe. Deer. Winter is a hard time for deer. They grow a really thick layer in their coat or in their fur to keep them warm. But food's hard to find, so they eat bark and branches of trees. To stay hidden from predators, they eat at dawn and at dusk when the sun is going down, so there isn't a lot of light. Rabbits. In the winter, some rabbits grow white fur that looks like snow, and their fur is their camouflage, and it helps them hide from predators. They also sit very still. Woodchucks. A woodchuck's winter burrow is deep enough that it never freezes. They sleep all winter without waking up. This is called true hibernation. They build fat before winter, and then they go to sleep in their burrows. Their heart rate and their breathing slows down. They hardly use any energy. Owls will find an old nest that was built by a larger bird or a squirrel. And then the mama owl lays her eggs and sits on them all winter while her mate brings her food. And she keeps the eggs warm. Wolves. Wolves have a double layer of fur to keep out the cold. They're active in winter looking for mates. Their pups will be born in the spring. In the winter, chickadees have to eat all day to build up fat. So they have an extra thick winter coat to keep them warm. And at night, they burrow into a tiny little hole in a tree. And that's where they sleep. And the fat on their body feeds them. And they use very little energy to keep warm. And by morning, they have to start all over again. Thank you, boys and girls.